You feel this fire inside you, this desire that burns, that pushes you, that tests you. You try to ignore it, but it comes back again and again. Allah knows it. He knows exactly how you feel. But then, why is this desire there? Is this a test? A trap? A hidden blessing? Many fall into the error of believing that they only have two choices: repress this need to the point of suffering, or let go to temptation at the risk of losing everything. But what if the truth was elsewhere? What if Allah had provided a path, a balance, a response to this inner torment? Today, we will explore 5 essential truths on sexual desire according to divine wisdom. And you'll see, what you're feeling right now has a lot more meaning than you think. 1. Sexual desire is not a sin, but a test. Imagine a man walking alone in the desert. He is thirsty. His body demands water. He looks around, and in the distance he sees an oasis. But is it a real source or a mirage? Sexual desire is like this thirst, a natural need written within us. But be careful, because not all sources are pure. Allah has placed in human beings a deep attraction, a powerful impulse which pushes them towards others. But why? Why didn't He create us without this desire? Why this feeling, sometimes so strong that it disturbs the mind, diverts thoughts, makes the heart tremble? Because it's a test that reveals your strength, a test that separates those who follow their passions blindly from those who know how to restrain their soul and purify it. In this life, everything is a test. Your money, your patience, your health, your hunger, and your desire. Nothing was put into you for no reason, and every challenge has a way out. But here's the catch. Some believe that feeling this desire is wrong in itself, as if it's a shame, as if Allah is going to be mad at them just because they feel this attraction. But Allah knows you better than you know yourself. He knows that this desire exists in you because He is the one who created it. The test is not in feeling this desire. The test is in what you do with it. Look around you. Some people let it overwhelm them. They live only to satisfy their impulses. They no longer worry about what is permitted or prohibited. They only follow the call of their desires, no matter the harm it may cause, no matter the consequences. And others struggle. They feel this attraction building within them, but they remember that this world is only a passage. They do not want to exchange temporary pleasure for eternal suffering. Allah gave man free will. You can choose. Follow your desire blindly, or use it as a ladder to elevate yourself spiritually. Because yes, those who control their desire are not losers. They are the real winners. They gain an inner tranquility, a strength of character, a discipline that few people possess. But be careful. The test does not only consist of avoiding the forbidden. It also consists of not breaking down internally. He who tries to ignore his desire to the point of causing himself pain will never understand the wisdom of Allah. Allah is not asking you to stifle this part of you. He asks you to channel it. Uncontrolled desire destroys. It breaks up marriages. It steals inner peace. It leads to obsession. It transforms man into a slave of his impulses, incapable of thinking, incapable of acting without being directed by this need. But controlled desire elevates. It encourages man to be patient. It pushes him to seek a pure path, to discipline himself, to be faithful, to wait for the right moment. He transforms this fire into light. And this is where everything comes into play. You can't kill that thirst, but you can learn to drink from the right source. You cannot erase this attraction, but you can direct it towards what is pure, towards what is blessed. So what will you do? 2. Desire can be a poison or a cure. Imagine a fire. It can warm a house, light up a dark night, even cook the foods that nourish the body. But let it get out of control, and it burns everything to ashes. Sexual desire is just like this fire. It can be a light that guides, or a flame that consumes. Some say, if Allah has given me this desire, why should I fight against it? But this question is incomplete. Allah has given you strength. He does not ask you to turn it off, but to use it wisely. Look around you. The world is full of distractions. The images, the words, the incitements to debauchery are everywhere. Everything is designed to stoke that fire within you. Some people let themselves be burned. They feed this desire with what they see, what they listen to, what they search for. Then they complain of being consumed from within, but others understand. They understand that this desire is an energy that can lead them to fall into destruction or to build something great. Who controls who? Ask yourself this question. Are you the master of your desire, or has it become your master? Because he who is a slave to his desire will never taste true happiness. He will spend his life pursuing it again and again without ever being satisfied. But those who know how to channel it will discover an inner peace that few people know. Desire can be a poison or a cure. If it distances you from Allah, if it pushes you to do what is forbidden, if it consumes you without ever appeasing you, then it is poison. But if it teaches you patience, if it pushes you to discipline, if it reminds you that Allah tests your soul to see if it is stronger than your body, then it becomes a remedy. So today, take a good look at where you are. Is this fire in you destroying you or illuminating you? 3. Misdirected desire takes you away from your destiny. Imagine a man on the open sea. He has a boat, a destination to reach. But instead of steering his boat toward the shore, he lets himself be carried away by the currents, attracted by the waves, distracted by the call of the ocean. He forgets where he was supposed to go. Sexual desire works the same way. If it is not controlled, it becomes a powerful current that diverts you from the path that Allah has laid out for you. How many people have seen their future crumble because of a single mistake related to desire? How many young people, full of ambition and promise, have wasted their time, their energy, even their faith pursuing fleeting pleasures? It all starts with simple negligence, a look that lingers too long, a conversation that goes beyond limits, one more step into what is forbidden. Then, without realizing it, the man becomes captive. His mind is consumed. He loses his concentration. His heart becomes heavy. His soul is weakening. He begins to retreat in his prayer, to neglect his responsibilities, to live in constant inner conflict. He wants to move forward, but he's chained. He wants to succeed, but he's distracted. How many times have you felt this inner struggle? The desire that pushes you to one side and your conscience that calls you to resist? Allah has given you a mission in this life. He chose you to do something great. But how can you achieve your destiny if you are distracted by temporary pleasures? Look at the great men of history, those who left their mark on the world, who accomplished incredible things, who left a legacy. Were they slaves to their desires? Or were they men of discipline, men of vision, men who knew that every energy must be directed toward a greater goal? Your desire is a force, but if you don't direct it, it will scatter you. And that's exactly what Shaitan wants. He can't stop you from being great. He can't take away the blessings Allah has placed for you, but he can distract you. He can waste your time. He can cause you to waste your energy where it should not be invested. And the most dangerous part? He will make you believe that it is nothing, a simple look, a simple thought, just a discussion. But a boat doesn't sink because of a single drop of water. It is the accumulation that ends up overwhelming it. So ask yourself, is your desire bringing you closer to Allah or taking you further away from Him? Does it align you with your mission or distract you from it? Your destiny awaits you, but to achieve it, you have to know how to say no to what takes you away from it. 4. Patience in desire leads to unexpected rewards. There's a reason why anything of value requires patience. No one reaps a harvest the day after sowing. No one builds a house in a day. And no one becomes great without learning to control their impulses. Sexual desire is powerful. It can lift you up or break you down. But what many do not know is that resisting this desire is one of the greatest ways to obtain blessings from Allah. Why? Because it is an inner battle, a jihad of the soul, a fight that no one sees, but Allah knows in every detail. Think about it. Every moment you look away while your nerves compel you to look, Allah sees it. Whenever you choose modesty, when the ease of sin attracts you, Allah knows it. Every inner battle you win to stay pure, Allah writes it in your book of rewards. 5. When you control your desire, you control your destiny. Desire is not just a simple test, it's a preparation. Allah does not ask you to wait without reason. It shapes you. It teaches you discipline. It strengthens your soul. It prepares you for something much, much greater. Look at those who let themselves be carried away by their desires without restraint. They often end up in confusion, frustration, and regret. Their hearts become dissatisfied because desire never delivers what it promises.
But look at those who know how to wait. Allah gives them much more than they expected. They find a peace that others do not know. They receive a partner who is worth more than just temporary pleasure. Their patience opens doors they never imagined. And this is where the secret lies. He who controls his desire never loses. He gains inner strength. He gains clarity of mind. He gains self-respect. He gains rewards from Allah. And above all, he gains a love that is pure, sincere, and blessed. So ask yourself this question. Do you want a quick pleasure that will leave you feeling empty? Or do you want a reward that will fill your heart and soul? Because he who knows how to wait for Allah will never be disappointed. The real fight is not against desire itself. It's against the illusion it creates. The illusion that you have to give in immediately to be happy. The illusion that you cannot live without satisfying this impulse. The illusion that delaying this pleasure is a deprivation, when in reality, it is a construction. Look at those who succumb to their desires without restraint. Have they found peace? They are always looking for more. They are never satisfied. Their soul is empty, and their heart is restless. But observe those who knew how to be patient, who waited for the right moment, the right setting, the blessing of Allah. Look at the serenity they carry within them. Why? Because controlling your desire means controlling your future. If you can't say no to immediate temptation, how can you say yes to a blessed, disciplined life? If you're constantly distracted by what your body is asking for, how will you be able to hear what your soul is asking for? The man who controls his desire controls his mind. The man who controls his mind controls his choices. The man who controls his choices controls his future. And this is exactly why Shaitan wants you to give in to your impulses. He knows every time you give in, you lose some of your control. Every mistake you justify weakens your discipline. Every look you don't look away from weighs your heart down. Every step toward haram takes you further away from Allah, often without you even realizing it. But here's what you need to know. You are not weak. If Allah has put you before this test, it's because He knows that you have the strength to resist it. He knows that you have the ability to rise above these impulses and be in control of yourself. This desire within you can be a chain that holds you back, or a test that elevates you. It is not by giving in to all your desires that you will grow. It's by learning to control them. So ask yourself this: who is really in charge? Your nafs, that pushes you to the instantaneous, or your soul, that yearns for something much greater? Because he who learns to control his desire can control his destiny. Allah knows you want sex, but he also knows that you are capable of so much more. This ordeal is not there to break you, but to elevate you. At every moment you have a choice. Be a slave to this desire, or make it a force that brings you closer to Allah. The next temptation will come, that's for sure. But this time you will know what to do. What will your answer be? Will you give in? Or will you turn this struggle into a spiritual victory? If this video meant something to you, please share it with someone who needs it, and tell me in the comments what truth from this video struck you the most. Your experience could be a light for another.